What's up, Mortgage Coach community? Dave Savage. I'm on my East Coast road trip, and I'm with Brian Morley.
What's up,
Brian?
Dave? What's up, buddy?
Good. So where am I? Columbia, Maryland, just outside of Baltimore. Brian's one of the top producers in this market.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of production are you doing?
About 80 million a year.
80 million a year. He is killing it. That's fantastic production. And you're fairly new to Mortgage Coach. How long have you been using it so far?
About 3-4 months.
Yeah, 3 or 4 months. He's done over almost 100
92
TCA'S.
as of this morning.
Yeah, 92 TCA'S. So I think it's just a great story of a top producer who has elevated his game, elevated the service with Mortgage Coach. So why don't we start with why Mortgage Coach? Why did you decide that, hey, I'm going to start using Mortgage Coach?
Well, we at Fulton Mortgage Company launched an enterprise-wide subscription with Mortgage Coach. So had the benefit of not having to make that decision for ourselves. It was, in a way, forced upon us, but it's one of the best things that's ever happened. And, like change, like anything, I was going to slowly move into it, and figure it out, move off my spreadsheets eventually. But I was asked to give a presentation to one of our boards about it in 8 hours. So I had to get a crash course, learn it. And even though I'd done all the demos and even though it looked awesome, I was going to get there. That crash course made me realize the value of it and spent the whole weekend just fully ingraining myself and immediately took advantage of it. So I'm all in.
Did you know that? Going all in. His company went all in, rolled it out for all the loan officers. And Brian, you are one of the top producers of the company.
Mm-hmm.
And then, are you head of production? You're kind of like head of production?
No. Pat Casey's head of production. I'm one of our regional sales managers.
Okay, but you were taking a leadership role, leading by example, going all in. So talk to us a little bit about your team. Let's get into some best practices, and then let's talk about how you're using Mortgage Coach in the market today.
Sure. So I have about 20 to 30 loan officers that work in my region, Maryland, Delaware, and DC. My personal team, for my personal production, I have 2 assistants. And again, we do about 80 million, 200 units a year or so. And, as of the last few months, Mortgage Coach is the only way we're communicating numbers with borrowers. In any communication vehicle, whether it's email, phone, disclosures, text, conversation, I want a unified, professional way of delivering the message. I want my loan officer assistant and myself communicating the same exact way. And Mortgage Coach is really giving us that tool to do that. You had done an interview with John Downs. John's a local producer. And, to go back on kind of why Mortgage Coach, his interview was really powerful. I think in his interview, he said he started Mortgage Coach, then he quit Mortgage Coach. He started Mortgage Coach, then he quit Mortgage Coach, and then he was all in. And I'm like, oh, he's one of the best producers in the area. He's sharp. He knows what he's doing, dealing with sophisticated buyers. Well, if he does all that start, stop, and then he ended with continuing to use it, I'm just going to skip all that and do that. But one of the big things that I took away from John's interview is kind of leveraging a team and the ability to create a consistent message across all forms and some best practices on how to deliver that message to your customers while working within a team.
Love that. So, by the way, everybody, I'm going to put a link to the John Downs interview below. I think the call you're talking about was about 45 days after he implemented it.
Yep.
So for anybody watching this, you can have success within 45 days. So let's hear some of your scripting. So how are you positioning the total cost analysis with the family right now? What do you say to the family before you give them the TCA so they're excited about it?
Yeah. So especially with the pre-qualification, I still think, even with technology today, people want to know who you are. They want to know that they can trust you. They want to know that the advice that you're giving is good advice. So when I'm doing a pre-qualification, unless someone's saying I'm buying 123 Main Street at this price at this date, I want to use a TCA on a pre-qualification to educate our customer so that they know the products in the price point that they're looking at, the rates in the price point that they're looking at, as well as payment. How often do you have someone where you pre-qualify them for X price, then they go under contract and they're like, well, I can't afford that payment. I'm taking all that guesswork out by doing it all up front. So, we pre-qualify someone for $250, we're sending them numbers of $225, $250, and $275.
So purchase options.
Yeah.
So you're showing them what they qualify at different ranges. Are you ever doing interest rate options where it's like high, low, medium?
Yeah, that's when we're kind of more narrowly focused on a specific house. You did an interview with a woman. I was very impressed with her. Her name escapes me, the mortgage nerd.
Oh, Denise Donovan.
Yes.
Oh, that
Great interview.
link down below.
Great interview.
Rep versus own.
I had not been doing it, but I've now started doing it, putting interest rate options. So if someone is laser focused on a specific house or a specific price point, now I'm laying out rate options because to her, and I'm stealing this completely from her. So watch her video, is excellent. But if you're laying out lower interest rates with points, you're getting ahead of those online lenders so that the fee to buy down the rate a quarter of a point is nothing when they're working with you and your advice and expertise are worth something to them. I think it's kind of getting ahead of a potential rate shop.
Well, that's why I do these interviews.
Yeah.
So you guys can learn from each other. Sounds like you listen to a lot of the mortgage coach interviews.
I do.
Good. So I still want that script. What exactly, give us the 15 to 30 seconds that you say to the family before they get the email with the link. Give us the script. What do you say?
So, congratulations, Dave. We pre-qualified you for X price. It appears that this product is the best for you. However, what I'm going to do is send you a total cost analysis that's going to compare a few different price points with this product in the geography that you're looking. And I'm going to get real granular with them, in Baltimore City, in Catonsville, or whatever the case may be. And, when we have someone who's laser focused on a specific product, Home Ready is a great product. I love to throw FHA up against Home Ready, so it's so clear in their face that this is the best option for
You're
them.
giving them options.
Yeah, exactly. I don't send a TCA out with one product ever. Even if it's, a rate with 0 points and a rate with some points, I'll do that. Or if Home Ready or some of our portfolio products are the best for them, I'm going to throw something else up there just so they can see the value of that product and how good it is for them.
Well, we all know people want options and they want advice. They don't want too many options. They just want to see a couple options so they know they're making a good decision.
Along that line too, we've been including our realtor partners in this as well to show that we're educating their buyers. We've had buyers who, we've pre-qualified them for X 400, but they're more comfortable at that 300 number. And the realtors have called us and thanked us for not wasting their time. So I think you had shared before we're rolling out, you want to include all the partners in this, whether that's family, financial advisors, realtors, builders. I think the realtor is the powerful one right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
And also it's showing the communication that you're giving to your clients so they can see what they're expecting.
Yeah, so let's pull up a TCA. And I do want to close with talking about how do you describe a total cost analysis to a realtor. So let's talk about that, but let's pull up an example. And guys, if you have questions for Brian, put them in comments below. He's going to follow this string. And if you're getting a takeaway or value and you like this interview, give us a like. So here we are. We're looking at notice the branding. I like the company branding, the personal brand, your picture, and then options. So what are we looking at here?
This is a great one. This was a young lady looking at some potential condos in Baltimore County. She had no idea what purchase price she should look at. She had no idea what her out-of-pocket costs were. So, we're looking at 225, 200, and 175, breaking down everything for her, closing cost, cash to closing, showing a nice contribution from the
Looks
seller.
like you're using some templates.
Loving
templates.
Everything.
Yeah, right.
Everything. I'm all about efficiencies, and these templates just make it so easy.
So much stress. By the way, have you started using the new strategy templates in
Yes, absolutely.
In the advice engine, we created strategy templates. If you don't know what that is, check it out. I'll put a link to the advice engine down below. And if you're not using strategy templates, it could literally save you 3 minutes per TCA.
At least. I'm a swipe and adapt guy. If someone figures something out and it's better than what I'm doing, I'm going to use it. So
love it.
But the great story here was this young lady was renting. She was paying, I think, $1,400 a month. She had like $7,000 in cash. Mom was willing to give her $5,000. She's like, I can't buy. And I mean, if you look, I didn't do a rent versus own because I knew I didn't have to in this case, but the numbers make all the sense in the world. And send this to her. She goes to her agent. I'm ready to go out tomorrow. She's under contract right now at 206. And she called me. She goes, Brian, I had no idea the numbers look like this. I don't know what everyone else was doing before Mortgage Coach. I would have had to send her 3 Excel spreadsheets. I'd PDF them, make them look pretty. And then in the body of the email, I'm explaining everything, this and that. So this is just such a professional way to do it. The other thing I'm doing, and if you want to pull up one of the refis.
Yeah, so guys, we're in a low rate market. You know, right now it is July 2019. Rates are kind of low.
I love that.
Hopefully you're reaching out to your past clients and you're having conversations with them. So what are we looking at here?
This is one I did this morning, same close. Past client did a 30-year fixed. At the time they bought, 3 7/8 on a 30-year fixed, great rate. Probably never thought they would do anything different. They've been paying extra towards principal. They've been thinking about maybe moving to a shorter term. So, 20, 15, and 10. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The thing, though, why I wanted to bring this up is I'm not a big social media guy. I'm not a big video guy, this or that. The more I follow the Facebook group and everything, I see the power of it. I texted you asking what tripod you use.
Oh,
I got the tripod.
Yeah.
Now video is the way to go, because, and what clicked for me was I do a TCA and then I write 3 or 4 sentences in an email explaining certain things. Like, well, why am I doing this? Why am I taking the time to do a professional presentation and then making them read an email? Let me just take a minute and 22 seconds to do a video, and so much more personal,
And you've never misspelled a word in a video.
Never. I actually failed, I think, 4th grade spelling, so I'm not going to misspell anything.
So did I.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love videos so much. So guys, here we are. Brian has been killing it for a long time, but he realizes he needs to upgrade the game and upgrade your team.
Absolutely.
So you're all in, your team's all in. Let's start sharing. So a couple good strategies. So let's talk about how you take, you've learned Mortgage Coach rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take you to get on the bandwagon?
I would say that after 1 or 2, I could fumble my way through it. Okay. After 10, I felt proficient.
So 10 is the number to where you feel proficient, and it starts saving you time and money.
That said, yesterday I was doing a refi. I was messing stuff up. It was weird, and I had to bring someone else in from my office who knew it, and together we figured it out. So you're not going to be an expert at everything, but it's really easy to pick up quickly.
So how do you integrate this into your real estate agent conversation? What are you saying to agents about Mortgage Coach, and how are you describing that in scripting?
Yeah, so the first thing is I've talked with my agents about what they're going to be seeing when they ask for fee sheets now. Because still a lot of agents are asking for fee sheets, especially with your first-time home buyers. I said, you're not getting a fee sheet anymore. You're going to get a total cost analysis. And hey, by the way, download this app because it's just so friendly if you're on the app, and you can view it on your app. You can be sitting at a house. I could be sitting in a park. Do it on my phone. Shoot it over to you guys. You'd be sitting in the living room looking at the numbers. So I positioned it that way. So I kind of get their buy-in, and I just tell them it's a better, more professional way to present things, and it's going to allow their buyers to be more informed, make quicker, more decisive decisions on home buying.
And realtors like that. If you can help their buyers make quicker, more informed decisions, that equals more referrals, that equals less of their time, and the more you can save time for your agents, the more they'll refer.
And it actually kind of sounds counterintuitive, but I've had multiple buyers get TCA'S at pre-qualification stage and say, oh, no, I can't buy this. I need to go down. And I mean, how often do you have realtors going out showing buyers 6 houses on a Saturday, and then they decide, I can't buy that house. So if you do that work beforehand, you're the trusted advisor, not only to the buyer, but the realtor.
So guys, I want to close with a couple thoughts. I'm going to pull up, share my screen one more time, and then we're going to go into wrap up mode. One last question from you before I show this.
Mm-hmm.
Any advice you have for new loan officers getting in the business? Like, think back to before you closed 10 loans in a single month. Yeah. Any advice you have for new loan officers?
Yeah, I mean, I could probably go all day on this. The 2 biggest things I would say are CRM and systems. Every mortgage company has a CRM. Adopt it immediately. Everyone has 50 friends and family. your first week, all 50 need to be in your CRM, and you need to tell everyone that you do mortgages. And day one, every client, every referral source, everyone that you touch has to be into your CRM. It's like a 401k. It's exponential growth. The more people you get in there, the more you're getting your name out there. Number two is systems. What is your system to take a prospect from prospect to pre-qualification to app to closing? Write it down. Build your system. And that system can apply when you're closing one loan a month, 5, 10, 20, 50, whatever, and tweak it. Look at it every few months. We have our workflow. It's 3 legal size pages, includes marketing, includes everything. It's as granular as 2 days after pre-qualification, mail the pre-qualification letter. Write it down and stick to it. That way, when it's busy, you're doing the same thing over and over again. Consistency, I think, is the key with this stuff.
Great advice for new loan officers. So let me shine a light on a few more things. This interview is part of our mortgage strategy playlist. So this will be number 50.
Attaboy.
Number 50. Hey, watch this interview with Shayla Gifford. Have you watched this interview yet?
No, I have not seen that one.
So this is, Shayla's closed over $100 million 5 straight years. Been like the #1 producer for Guild. Kills it. And it's her perfect pre-approval experience.
So here's a best practice with the videos. Everyone does some sort of exercise, workout, whatever. I don't know about you guys. I listen to my Spotify all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do once a week. I listen to one video while I work out. So
I
don't get to see your beautiful face, but I'm listening to it while I'm working out.
We'll take it. So check that out. But this is part of the mortgage strategy. If you are new to the mortgage business, can't recommend it enough. And make sure you're part of our Facebook group. This will be in the Mortgage Coach Productivity Mastermind. If you're watching this and you are not a member of that group, get in there right away. Remember, give us a like if you got value. Love it if you love it. Share it with your mortgage friends. Brian, you crushed it, buddy.
Thanks for coming on the East Coast.
Appreciate you, brother. Looking forward to our next interview.
Anytime.